Nearly every big pharma company has a problem. Their biggest drugs are quickly losing patent protection. But at least one of them seems to have a solution. Bristol Myers Squibb announced 3 multi-billion-dollar acquisitions in the last quarter of 2023. So what's the plan? This morning we spoke to Chris Boerner, the CEO of Bristol Myers Squibb, after his presentation at the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. Check it out. Chris, you just went on this huge shopping spree. It has basically given us a new Bristol Myers. What does it look like?
Well, Jim, first of all, it's great to be here with you. It's an exciting time to be taking over Bristol Myers Squibb. We are writing the next chapter of this company. We've got a lot of real strength here. We've got an incredible pipeline of recently launched or launching products. I don't think our pipeline has been richer than it's ever been.
Never.
And we've got real financial strength that has enabled us to go and actually bring innovation into the company from outside. And that's what we've done with these most recent deals.
Well, we had a company called Karuna on, and it was dazzling. I'm talking about the first antipsychotics that in 60 years, and the other ones don't work. This is going to be a great thing for Bristol. Tell us about it.
Karuna is an incredibly exciting asset for us. You know, we have been over the years building a very exciting early stage pipeline of neurodegenerative diseases. And this acquisition, a potential acquisition, gives us the ability to accelerate back into initially neuropsych, which, as you point out, there really hasn't been much in the way of innovation here for 30 years. And KarXT has the potential to be transformative in terms of efficacy. The safety looks very good, initially as a monotherapy, potentially in combination. And then we're really excited that it bridges us back to neurodegeneration with areas like Alzheimer's disease psychosis and Alzheimer's disease agitation. So we're super excited about this acquisition and look forward to bringing them into the company.
People over time have tried to work on schizophrenia, for bipolar. A lot of people feel it's impossible. Why are you so optimistic?
Well, there's a unique mechanism of action here. It targets M1 and M4. That's really unique. And what that gives us the ability to do is to deliver really good efficacy without the side effects that you see with these atypicals. And the side effects have really been a rate limiter. So we see the potential initially with schizophrenia, adjunct schizophrenia, which is combination use with atypicals. Those are really big opportunities for patients. We believe commercially they're very attractive opportunities. And as I said, the real potential is not just in neuropsych. It's that bridge to neurodegeneration. And you know, we're on the potential upswing of being able to provide really meaningful improvements in the lives of patients with Alzheimer's disease. And we're excited to bring this in.
Giant market. Now, you mentioned side effects. The previous ones, two things that I realized. One, add huge weight gain.
Yep.
So people go off them. And second, they feel cured and they go off them. Those have been the twin problems. Solved here with Karuna?
We believe so. Look, we believe that we've got multiple studies with KarXT that show really profound efficacy and a safety profile that doesn't include some of those things that really, as you point out, have been rate limiters for the existing therapy.
Okay, so other acquisitions that have been very, very exciting. RayzeBio, that makes a lot of sense. Mirati, talk to me. These, again, are reinventing Bristol.
Yeah, so, you know, if you look at where we're playing today as a company, we have depth in oncology and cardiovascular disease. And as we look at the acquisitions you just highlighted, they give us additional depth in oncology. We are heavily indexed in immuno-oncology today, but if you look at Mirati, it gives us a nice entree into targeted therapies. And with RayzeBio, we are getting an acquisition that gives us the potential to bring in radiopharmaceuticals, which is one of the fastest growing platforms in all of solid tumor oncology. We love the technology from this company and look forward to completing that acquisition as well.
These are longer range. In the interim, you've got Revlimid and Eliquis not going away. But people are going to say, wait a second, you're talking about something that could be gigantic in 2027, 28. Is the dividend safe, and can it bridge it till we get there?
Listen, we're going to continue to do a few things really well. Number one, we're going to grow the assets we have today. Number two, we're going to deliver on our pipeline, and we're going to be strategic about capital allocation. That includes a commitment to that dividend, which we've increased 15 consecutive years.
Okay, that is very important because I regard you as the equivalent of dividend aristocrat. I would hate to see anything not go right there. Now, let's talk about the existing drugs. Now, you bought Celgene. A lot of people feel, well, what did it really do for you? But it did generate a lot of cash.
It generated a lot of cash, and it also gave us a really exciting pipeline. You know, we've gotten a number of important drugs from that Celgene acquisition. And I'll say one other thing, Jim. We're not only focused on bringing really exciting individual assets, we're focused on platforms. And the Celgene acquisition gave us two super exciting platforms. Cell therapy, we've established a leadership position in hematology. We're going to take that technology now and be a leader in treating autoimmune disease. Protein degradation. The first generation of cell mods have transformed multiple myeloma. We're going to take that now. We're seeing exciting data in solid tumors and potentially other disease areas. So the new Bristol, as you described, is not just about individual assets. It's looking at platforms that can treat and hopefully provide meaningful improvement to patients' lives across indications. And that's what we got from.
Let's talk about cardiovascular. Those who watch NFL have seen the ads for myocardial. Obviously, you've got something right now tangible for doctors to give to people when there was really nothing.
Yes, and actually that's another good use of business development. We brought in Camzyos. We're super excited about that asset. We are getting incredible feedback from patients, from physicians. That launch is off to a very good start, as I talked about in my presentation today. That's got significant potential going forward. We're heavily investing in that.
All right, one last question. This is Bristol Myers. I mean, it is a bedrock company. You've been at a lot of companies.
Yep.
How does it compare, and what do you think can happen over the next, say, 4 or 5 years of your tenure?
Listen, what I love about Bristol Myers Squibb are three things. First of all, we have got great science at this company. That great science is translating into real patient benefit. Second, we've got an exciting young portfolio. Yes, we have a number of LOEs, but if you look at this portfolio and the growth potential, yep, absolutely, we've got great potential. And finally, the people at this company are exceptional. I have the privilege of working with some of the brightest, most dedicated and hardworking employees. This company has a great history, and we're going to be focused on improving the growth profile of this company and exiting this decade as one of the strongest growth companies in the industry.
It is great to hear because you are a storied company and one that I've been recommending for ages. One that's Dr. Chris Boerner. He is the CEO of Bristol Myers Squibb. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
It's great to be here, Jim.
Great to see you. I learned so much today from these CEOs who join us on the show. And don't miss our action-packed lineup tomorrow at day 2 of the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. I like to say there's always a bull market somewhere, and I promise to try to find it just for you right here on Mad Money. I'm Jim Cramer. See you tomorrow. Last call starts now.